What if I told you that some simple changes in the way you spend money could actually boost your income and bring you closer to financial independence? Stick around, because I'm about to share the exact steps that helped me shift my mindset, save thousands of dollars, and start building lasting wealth. Now, I get it. Everyone wants to know the secret formula to making more money, working from home, and creating a life of financial freedom. This journey to financial independence can be overwhelming. But trust me, it doesn't have to be. 1. Spending more than saving. A couple of years ago, I was just like you, searching for ways to make more money, figuring out how to make money online, and dreaming about working from home. But here's the twist. I was spending more than I was saving. I was buying things I didn't need, upgrading gadgets for the sake of it, and thinking I'll deal with the future later. But one day, I hit a breaking point. I looked at my bank account and realized that despite working harder and harder, I wasn't getting ahead. I had to take a step back and reevaluate everything. That's when I had my aha moment. I decided to make a change. I was going to stop spending money on things that didn't contribute to my financial growth, and I was going to start making smarter decisions that would help me actually build wealth, not just get by. One of the first changes I made was focusing on spending below my means. You might be thinking, that's nothing new. But here's what I discovered. It's not about depriving yourself, it's about being intentional. Instead of splurging on material things that offer short-term satisfaction, I started investing that extra money into things that could grow, like stocks, mutual funds, and even online businesses. Every dollar I saved and invested put me one step closer to financial freedom. And trust me, I know the temptation to buy that shiny new gadget or the latest trendy item. But here's the kicker: new cars, gadgets, and clothes? They lose value immediately. I used to think I had to have the latest tech or the newest car to feel successful, but that mindset was only draining my finances. So, I stopped buying a brand new car. Instead, I found a used car that had already taken the depreciation hit. That decision alone saved me thousands. And instead of upgrading to the latest iPhone every year, I kept my current phone and put the money into things that could actually help me build wealth, like stocks and my own business ventures. Now, I don't just own a car, I'm building assets. 2. Another change I made was when I realized how much money I was spending on physical books. I love reading, but I wasn't rereading most of the books I bought. They ended up collecting dust on my shelves. I started using my local library's app, Libby, and it was a game changer. Now, I rent ebooks for free and I'm not accumulating clutter in my house. The money I saved from not buying physical books went straight into courses, certifications, and investments that actually bring value to my future. Then, I had another realization: souvenirs. How many times have you traveled somewhere and picked up a travel souvenir because it was a must-have? Well, I started thinking, why am I really buying this? What use would it be for? Instead of buying souvenirs, I started taking more pictures, and even vlogging my experiences. That way, I still preserved the memories, but without spending money on something that would eventually collect dust. What's more valuable, a keychain or the experience you had during the trip? Four, I stopped upgrading my tech unnecessarily. I used to get caught in the cycle of upgrading to the latest iPhone or buying the latest gadget just because it was the thing to do. But I realized that tech doesn't bring lasting happiness. So, I stopped upgrading every time a new version came out. I focused on using the gadgets I had as long as they still served me. That small change saved me hundreds of dollars every year. Instead, I invested that money into my future, whether it was online courses, building a website, or investing in assets. 5. One of the biggest mistakes I used to make was investing in things I didn't understand. I'd hear about the next big thing, cryptocurrencies, real estate, you name it, and I'd jump in without fully understanding the risks. Now, I make it a point to learn everything I can about an investment before I put my money into it. Whether it's stocks, mutual funds, or even side businesses, I do my research and understand the risks. And if I don't get it, I ask for help from a financial advisor. The goal is to make informed decisions that help me grow, not gamble with my future. 6. Fashion versus function. I also stopped buying into fast fashion. I used to shop all the time, thinking I needed the latest trends to feel stylish. But that mindset was draining my wallet and contributing to mental clutter. So, I switched to investing in fewer, higher quality pieces that would last longer. Not only did I save money, but I also felt less stressed about keeping up with trends. I focus on pieces that make me feel confident and that I can wear for years. 7. Another major shift was in my beauty routine. I used to spend a lot on high-maintenance beauty treatments, like nails, eyelashes, and hair dye, but after a while, I realized they didn't bring me true happiness. So, I simplified my beauty routine. I stopped spending hours and money on treatments and instead focused on taking care of my health, my mindset, and my goals. The time and energy I saved went into creating a life I loved, and it was much more fulfilling. 8. And lastly, I stopped buying unnecessary holiday gifts. I used to feel pressured to give gifts to everyone, even when it didn't make sense financially. But I realized that gifts don't always need to be bought. They can be experiences, time spent together, or something meaningful from the heart. Instead of focusing on material gifts, I now focus on what truly matters: quality time and genuine connections. And when I do give, I make sure it's something personal and meaningful. It's not always about cutting out every luxury, it's about being intentional with how you spend your time and money. When you shift your mindset, the path to financial independence becomes clearer. It's time to make your money work for you. I'd love to hear from you. What small changes are you making in your life to build your wealth and reach your goals? Drop a comment below, and if this video helped you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this today.